Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the SNL Wrestling.
I'm Stephen Andrews, the S in SNL.
I'm Luke Goddard, the L in SNL.
That's our name.
That's our name.
Don't forget it.
You won't, because we're going to be big.
With luck.
Yeah.
And hopefully no drugs.
Because we're best for business. Remember that. Wrestling talk. Little link.
We sent you a link.
We sent the link. Get us a job.
Please. Please.
You really do want it. But yeah, back to the wrestling.
Yeah.
So, what's your opinion on WWE right now?
I think it's alright. It's alright.
Yeah.
It's not the best product, but nothing is at the moment, really.
No.
They're going for a bit of a dry
I
stage.
think WWE's doing quite well. Yeah, pay-per-views are doing really well, and the new breed, the new plate or tape, new players, like the new, Triple H. You got the Daniel Bryan, you got the Shield. I know they're new, and I know Triple H is not new, but he's new in that role.
Yeah, in that role, it's like a different position, isn't it? And
He's not the wrestler; he's the suit.
Yeah.
He's the boss.
That's the interesting thing about that, because Triple H has always been the DX, the rebellious
he's
person,
been the guy
now he's the suit.
Who beat them. He hated the suit.
Yeah, he hated
and now
Vince.
he is the suit. So it's different now, and I think it's
different,
I think it's good for everyone. It gives them a new new style. A new fresh. Do a bit
Gold
gold
dust. Yeah. Beautiful.
Brutal, I know. But yeah, I think WWE do quite well. And so who's your what do you feel of TNA too?
TNA, it's okay. It's okay. I think Dixie Carter's AJ Styles storyline is quite interesting because now I'm not a bigger fan of WWE than I'm of TNA or the other way around. But even though TNA just kind of started it, their execution possibly a little better because they mentioned people that weren't at the company anymore, people like Alex Shelley and stuff, and he said, oh, they're not here and they're not here. And they mentioned...
I think they can get away with that because they're not as big as WWE.
Yeah, I know. I don't think they ever will be, but I think they're like an ECW, I think, in level of popularity.
Yeah, they're gonna try their best to get there.
Yeah, I think it's commendable.
Well, what do you think of the old overacting by Dixie?
Oh, yeah.
I thought she went a little bit nuts when she said, "Cut the power, cut the power, cut the power,
cut the power, damn it!" Yeah,
you must think yourself for the bad guys in the back. You're like, cut it, cut it. Yeah, it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a good storyline. It's gonna be a good storyline.
I think it's gonna play out in the next few weeks. We actually also got hold of some rumours, and we don't know if these are true, so I'm gonna take our word on it.
Yeah, don't take our word on that.
But with Hulk Hogan's TNA contract being finished, and there's no indication of whether there'll be a renewal or not.
But he could leave.
Well, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he did.
According to reports, he's said that. Well, he's resigned. Now, whether this is within character as well.
Yeah, character. Is it a storyline or is it real life?
Yeah, because that's the difference. There's a lot of the time in wrestling at the moment, especially with these corporate storylines going on, it's difficult to see the line.
It's like you can like the Dusty Rhodes, they knocked him out.
Yeah, poor old Dusty Rhodes, who's a Hall of Famer, which they wouldn't have usually done.
No.
Because they're a bit funny about that kind of thing.
But yeah, I think we just got to see how it goes, and I think it's gonna be a new couple of weeks, couple of months to see how it plays out, how everyone's going to do it. How is WWE going to do it, and how TNA is going to do it.
Do you think WWE's corporate storyline is going to come to a head at WrestleMania, or earlier?
It's a hard, difficult, because if they do it too long, people are going to get bored of it.
Yeah, and there's no point watching TNA if you're bored of that corporate storyline.
Yeah, that's the problem now. You
two different sides of a mirror.
I think Ring of Honor might have a chance now.
Ring of Honor.
Maybe ECW come back.
Yeah, good old Paul Heyman.
What do you think of Paul Heyman?
Yeah, you know what? I think Paul Heyman's doing well. I think he's selected his clients, as he calls them.
The Paul Heyman guys.
Yeah, he's selected his guys pretty well.
Because I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
Well, I'm not allowed to because I don't have the T-shirt. So
I got a T-shirt. Yeah, but yeah. So what about Divas? What's your opinion on Divas now? with this all Total Divas and NXT Divas, who I think once NXT Divas come in, the WWE will and the Divas will be #1 again.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, with women's wrestling, I think TNA is destroying the WWE.
Oh god, yeah, massive. They're snapping their ass.
I don't know if you saw that match with Gail Kim and Taryn Terrell.
No, I saw it. It was a good match.
That was one of the best matches I've seen.
Lately.
Women or men, that was a really good match.
I have to say, AJ and Caitlyn was a good match. For the first time they wrestled. I think they're two good wrestlers. I know AJ. She lives and breathes it, and I think she's trying her best to bring Divas back up there.
Yeah, I think it's difficult though because
you can't have one woman can't hold it on her back.
What a lot of these divas are doing is they try and the whole idea of divas, where they call them the smart, the sexy, and the powerful, which I think
they all want to be models. They're just models.
They do. They use it as a launching platform
to get into models.
And I'm not bashing WWE for this, but anyone who wants to be a female wrestler will go to TNA.
It's the
You've
best
got Mickie
choice.
James.
Gail Kim.
Yeah, Gail Kim. Taryn Terrell, who was never really going to get a proper shot at WWE. I mean, she had a fight with Drew McIntyre, who was her husband, so she's allowed to, you know?
Yeah.
And then they basically sacked her, which was ridiculous.
But I do think when the NXT lot will come up, I think it's gonna be something new.
Yeah, when the NXT girls come up, I think
you got some like Paige, you got Summer Rae. Summer Rae's already in it, but she's a good wrestler. And you got Bayley, and you got another wrestler.
Where do you stand on Bayley?
I think she teamed up with if she teamed up with AJ, I think it would be a good tag team, you know.
Yeah, because I think Bayley's a little bit, crazy. I don't want to say weird because that sounds horrible, but she is a bit.
It's a little tiny bit. Just a little bit
weird.
Just a tiny bit.
She's got a bit of a stalker vibe about her.
But
so
don't we all like a little bit stalker?
We all like a bit stalker.
We all like a little stalker, but yeah. Oh, Paige.
Easy, Tiger.
So where was I?
We were talking about the women.
Oh, we went to...
On the subject change, to get my friend back here.
Yeah. How would you think a Battleground's going to go?
Battleground, I think, if they do it well, if all the storylines are in place, and they don't leave loopholes like they usually do, I think it will go well, because SummerSlam was perfectly orchestrated.
Brilliant. I think it was
there was no clue that Triple H at any point was going to do that.
I think it was. Some people say it was better than WrestleMania.
I think it was. I think the night after WrestleMania was better.
I think anything was better.
Dolph Ziggler cashing in made that night. It made my night.
I don't know why they're not pushing him anymore. I don't know why they're not pushing Dave.
You know what that is? I read an article on that. It's because WWE doesn't think he can carry the torch.
Really? Because he's got good looks.
He gets one of the biggest cheers.
Yeah, he gets cheers. Did he?
Cheers.
Did no one watch him? Did no one watch him cash his money in and back in?
Unbelievable. I mean, all you've got to do is look at that video.
Yeah.
And that massive pop when he comes out. There's your answer.
That crowd was the most loudest crowd I've ever seen lately. Ever had.
Yeah, and it is really difficult to find a good pop in the universe / PG era of WWE. Back in like 2001 and that, Stone Cold's entrance every time, huge pop. You don't get that kind of reaction anymore.
But I think we should end it there because it's coming up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's coming up to 10.
But yeah, I've been the Ginger.
And I have been the Brown or the Brains.
What opinion would you like? I've been the L.
I've been the S. I am Stephen, and that is Luke.
And we like to say salute to all the wrestling fans.
Goodbye.